Hello and welcome back to my channel and the start of a new series for Civilization Beyond Earth. So this comes from, this is supposed to be a creation, or it's supposed to be an extension of Civilization 5, having completed the science victory on launching a rocket into space. So yeah, this is so we're going to start a new game. So we're going to pick our sponsor. And so let's see, what do we need to do? I think we might go with the Pan-Asian Cooperative. That'll help with us building wonders, worker speed. That's what we want. Okay. Next, so we're going to choose our colonist. What do we want in each city? Energy is good. I mean, any of these really in the long run help you. But I'm going to go with energy, +4 energy in every city. So our spacecraft, right here, we choose where to land per city and additional visibility around starting area. New technology is needed to see petroleum, geothermal, and titanium resources. Begin with 100 energy at standard speed. Reveal alien nest on map. I usually go with the Continental Surveyor. That will lay out where the continents are for me, and that'll help me to know where to explore. Okay, so our cargo, hydroponics, an extra population in our first city. I don't know about that one. Begin with the pioneering technology. I'm not sure what the pioneering does. So begin with the clinic building. I think that does something with health, if I'm not sure. Or we can begin with a soldier unit or a worker unit. So I think we're going to go with clinic building in our first city. And then we get to choose our planet. So right now we got, let's see, a few large land masses separated by oceans and some smaller islands, a world of one ocean and one very large continuous land mass with the possibility of small coastal islands, a world of islands of varying sizes separated by narrow water passages. Or we can play on a random one, or we can rescan for planets to find a new one. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with Terran World, Cohen 88C. A world with a few large land masses separated by oceans with a few smaller islands. This is most similar to what the world Earth would be. It's not going to be the same shape as Earth, but I think that's what we're going to go with. So let's start. And I'm going to have to change the settings when we get in to lower. I forgot to do that. We'll do that when we get in. Hopefully y'all can hear me.
Hello, I am the Advanced Integration and Simulation Resource, or Advisor. I am equipped to introduce you to the basic systems that will guide your development on this new planet. Additionally, I can provide strategic advice based on situations you encounter. How would you like me to proceed?
We're gonna do just new to Beyond Earth because it has been a while. We're gonna just do advice only.
Select a suitable location for our people to make planetfall.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I can't choose anything. So, let's choose here. That'll give us options, audio. I'm going to take the music down. Just take these down. There we go. Return to game. Okay. So we have our first city, and we have our first explorer. So we can look at the map up here, and we can see, okay, so we're roughly in the middle of this continent. So we're on the one of the big two main continents. So hopefully there's no one down here, and that'll give us some good space to expand and even up. And then there's this one over here, not a lot of land. Small island here, a couple small islands over here. So they've got looks like four small islands, five small islands, and the two large continents. So that is good. So we're gonna have this explorer, go up. Okay, so we found resource pod. So we'll get that. Victories updated. Okay, so...
Pardon me, I may be able to assist you.
So we're going to have to... I'll look through these and figure out... Okay, so we need to launch one lasercom satellite. Transcendence research... Transgenetics, research swarm intelligence, and research nanobiotics. Contract discover the pro something signal. One of two pieces complete. Domination, control all city capitals. And emancipation, launch one lasercom satellite. Okay, so I guess once we meet this objective, it'll open another objective, I think. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, so my guess is once we complete these first things, it'll open new quest for it. So that's fine. So we've got to choose our research.
The tech
So
web provides a bird's eye view of
this
the
research
technologies that may
tree
be discovered.
is massively more complicated than either Civilization 5 or 6. But it comes down to, a lot of it's going to come down to how you want to play. Whether you want to play Supremacy, Purity, or Harmony. And that will depend on which units you can build and what your units look like. And you can see each of these have, or some of these have a affinity towards one of them. We're probably going to go with Harmony. Because that I feel that helps the most with the land, because you don't suffer any damage from the miasma, or you take less damage until I think you eventually don't take any once you get up there. But let's see. Energy reveals titanium. Ranger, let's see, which one do we want to go with? Let's go with this to get a combat rover, just so that we have another strong unit. But so our production, let's go with Old Earth Relic, get some culture increasing. No, actually, we're going to do worker so that we can improve some, and then we will get that. So let's go on to the next turn. This is going to be a short.
Resource pods were sent ahead of our journey and contain valuable materials from old Earth.
Thank you. Okay, so we
You have a
found
new
60
quest
energy.
available. Throughout the game,
So
your
that
actions will
is
trigger different quests that can unlock
that
bonuses
is
for your people.
great.
Open the...
Okay, so yep. Quest. Our sponsors had a foresight to send resource pods ahead of us. So they're waiting for arrival. Parts to a large research instrument have been found in this pod. The other pieces are probably around somewhere. So I need to find 2 more research pods, and we'll be good. That is not what I want. That is what I want. Okay, so once we get the worker, we're actually going to get another explorer, and then we'll get the Old Earth Relic. That's what I want to see. So our income, our energy is basically our gold in other games. It's what can be used to purchase things, but it's what we need to be able to
One of our units has walked into a cloud of strange alien miasma. This miasma is toxic and will damage our units and equipment if they remain.
Telling us about the miasma, which we're going to move him off. So that is one of the things about Beyond Earth.
Excuse me, I have important information
is
for you.
that another research pod. Thank you. Okay, is that the cities? I forgot about this, but the other I guess empires is going to be the best word for it. The other empires, they don't all land on that first turn. So this is only the second one. So we're still waiting for 8 more to join us. But we will wait and see. So there's 8 other powers. Okay. And does that take... I won't quest. Yep. So one more and we will complete that quest. Portable fuel reactor. Quest updated. For our colony to prosper, we should consider expanding. We should focus our efforts on researching how to create new outposts for the colony. So research pioneering. So let's just see where pioneering is right there. So we will, okay, so that's to get a colonist. Trade convoy, so we can do a trade depot and get trade convoy, but that allows us to build more cities. So once we get engineering, so we can get combat rovers if we need to, we'll go on and get pioneering so that we can grow our empire. Let's see. Are we gonna get any more new players in? No, I don't guess so. Okay, so still searching for that second research pod.
I have something that needs your attention.
So this is something else that this that this does is that we have to keep our citizens healthy. I was trying to figure out where it was. So this shows our city of Taigong, I think, maybe, whatever. So this shows what culture we're building, what production we have, food which we need for our citizens so that we can grow, energy is basically our currency, science so that we can research stuff. But the big thing that this has that Civilization 5 and 6 do not is health. So it measures our colony's overall well-being. Positive health will help your colony to grow, discover, and build, while negative health will harm. So a city's health cannot output cannot exceed its population. So we have, I think, 2 population now. No, we have 3. We have 3 citizens right now. So we can have 3 health, but we don't have that right now. So that's something we have to be aware of. And so here's the purchase. I was trying to find it, just could not. So we can see that we can buy stuff with the energy because it is our currency. So we're getting an explorer. I'm not going to purchase anything right now because I don't want to use that. So 1 turn until we get a worker, and then we'll get another explorer. Now we have 3 citizens. Okay, so we'll continue on. Okay, so we got our worker. So we're going to go down here and figure out where it is. Okay, so we can construct a generator which will produce 2 energy. Roads. So the difference between Civilization 5 and Civilization 6, well, not the only difference, but a big difference is that Civilization 5 you had to build your roads and then maintain them. Where Civilization 6 it built the roads when you did trade convoys. I think it might have just put roads in, but I think it was just once you did trade convoys between the cities is when it built the roads. But here you have to actually build roads, which is the same as Civilization 5. But we're going to start with, I did not realize we were in my asthma again. Okay, so we're going to start with a farm there. And this is one of the things I like between Civilization 5 and Civilization 6. And then, I mean, Beyond Earth falls in the same as Civilization 5, is that the workers don't have a certain number of builds. For Civilization 6, they did it so that they only have a certain number of builds. Once those builds are up, your workers disappear, your builders disappear. Here, you'll have them unless they're captured, or you just destroy them, which I won't end up doing. It'll be a long time before we do that. So, quest log. It is clear that the indigenous species of this planet may pose a threat to our growth, though we cannot determine their intelligence. Their hostility has been documented. Moving forward, we must decide how to deal with them. Do we tend to domesticate the local wildlife or exterminate it? So we have to make a decision. I'm not sure how to make a decision, but we will. We just click here. Okay, so these decisions are what will determine toward which affinity we have. So if we eradicate, if we lean towards eradicate, we're going towards purity. So it's keeping the human race pure. If we go toward, if we do domesticate wildlife, it leans us toward harmony and supremacy. And like I said, we're probably going to go towards harmony, so we're going to go on and choose that. And then let's see, we got that. So we want to get another explorer, and I just wanted to look at the quest and see. Okay, so we should not be so quick to destroy that which we do not understand. Instead, let us build an alien preserve that we may study them and better understand their needs. So build 1 alien preserve building. So we've got to figure out where that actually is. And I mean, I don't have, it's been a very long time since I've played this, so I don't know where. Alien preserve. So it's there. So it's going to be a little while before we're able to complete that quest. But once we get engineering, we're going to get pioneering so that we can start increasing our colony, increasing the number of cities we have, and then we'll go for alien life forms. But it's great to know where it is. So let's keep on going and see. Let's see, does this have... Okay, there we go. Another research pod, so that will give us all the research pods we need. I'm a little concerned that the other civilizations haven't landed. I mean, we are on turn 9. I thought we would have seen them by now, but we still have not, and they still didn't land.
You have finished construction on a unit which can launch into orbit. To launch it, select the unit
Launch an
and click its
orbit
action
unit.
button.
Okay.
Once launched, it will...
All pieces of the instrument are accounted for, so that is great. In the research pod, found a basic satellite still intact and enough rocket fuel for it to escape velocity. A free solar collector is now ready to launch in the city of Taijiang. So the so something else that this has that Civ 5 doesn't have is that it has orbital units.
This is the orbital view. It displays the effect areas of units that are in orbit. Effect areas cannot overlap, so it is useful to plan launches ahead of time. This view also shows your launch coverage area. An orbital unit must be launched over a tile with coverage. Coverage can be extended by constructing city buildings.
So basically, this is our grid. We have to launch it somewhere within it. Just the center has to be in it. It can't overlap. But when we get more solar collectors, we can't have them overlap. So we'd have to put one here and then one here so that they didn't overlap. But for now, we're going to just launch it just over the city. And there we go. So, I forget exactly. I think it collects. Energy. Again, not 100% sure. I'm gonna have to look into it. Because, yeah, I don't remember exactly. And so we're almost finished constructing the farm, so that's great. Got that. Quest complete. We got that. So we just need to found an outpost, which we'll be able to start researching pioneering next turn. And we need to build that. Okay, so that's fine. So we're gonna go on and complete the turn. Our farm is done.
Instruct the children
We
not
finished that. Let's see. Okay. Let's go on and just send you down here. And maybe not. Okay, I would not have... Okay, whatever. I would not have attacked. I just wanted to send... It shouldn't have attacked, but that's okay. Okay, so choose research. So we're going to do pioneering. 8 turns to get. And I assume we can build quarries. We'll have to see. But okay, so next turn. Okay, so they are almost dead. So we're going to pull them back and see if we can't heal them. But we got another one. So we're going to go on and start exploring down here. Get this explored so that we know where we can start building our new cities. So we're going to start with culture. Yep, so we can build the mine. And we're going to end turn. Okay, and miasma, that's fine. Let's go over here and see what we got.
This may be helpful.
We want you to fortify until healed. Our city has grown again. Okay,
the
so
screen allows you to choose the
develop a
virtues that will
virtue.
shape your civilization. You spend
So
your accumulated culture
we've
to acquire
got
them. The deeper
might,
you go in each row
prosperity,
or column, the more
knowledge,
bonuses you will
or
earn.
industry. Okay, so might focuses on military. Prosperity focuses on our growth, from food to getting a colonist, worker, all of that. Knowledge, of course, does science, allows us to get our research quicker. So, I mean, each has its own benefits. Industry does towards production. So, for now, let's go with city growth versus towards production. I mean, building production. Let's go with industry because we're going to focus on getting some buildings produced here, but then the next is going to be prosperity because we want to grow. We want to be able to grow our cities pretty quickly. I'm still a little concerned that we've only had one city to be formed. But that's fine. Okay, so another I don't even know what it is. Difference between Civ 5 and Beyond Earth is expedition sites. The expedition sites have artifacts, and our explorers can set up expeditions to recover them. However, they do only have one expedition, so we have to take them back to a city to replenish that. But we will go on and complete in the next turn. Okay, so we're here. So takes 7 turns to complete the expedition, which I do believe is a little long to have to do it, but that's fine. So we're getting the Old Earth Relic in one more turn. We're not going to be able to do too many more turns because we are cut down forest, construct a generator. Let's see. We're getting plus 10, plus 4 in health. Let's do either way it takes down production, but where this only adds 1 to food, 2 to food, this adds 1 to food and 2 to energy. So we're going to go on and do a generator there, just so that we make sure we don't run out of energy, because I have had that problem in the past. But we're going to go on and get another explorer, because there's another expedition site here, and since that does take 7 turns, and then we have to return it back, it'll be best if we go in and get another one.
The universe is either in progress or in
okay,
entropy.
so we've got pioneering,
We
so
choose
that
progress.
will allow us to recruit a colonist. So found an outpost. So build 1 colonist unit. So we're going to wait 2 more turns and then we will. So let's go on and start getting genetics, because this will be good for health as well. Let's get that. Turn and turn. Okay, so getting there's the 3rd one. So they're of the Slavic Federation. General Vadim Kozlov. I'll probably just go call them by their Federation name, because that's a lot to say. So our satellite that we launched here, okay, here comes another one. So that's 4. That one's closer than I would really like, but okay, so another one. Okay, so we're gonna go in and send you here. So this here acts like mountains in that we can't cross them, but they're different from mountains in that they do have production on them. You can't upgrade them to increase their production, but they do have production. So, okay, so we want to do a colonist. I think. Is that what we want to do? No. We're going to do trade depot first, so that increases our production. 4 turns, we can deal with that. Okay, so energy and city, energy for every base resource versus when the city grows. Because if we do this, we can go on and get a colonist unit as well. Not building wonders right now. Yeah, let's go on and do this so that we can get the free colony unit. So we're gonna go over here. See, I mean, we've already done 3 upgrades, and we still have him, and he'll be able to keep on going, and yeah, be fine with that. So I don't know how many more turns. So it looks like maybe 1 more turn he'll finish that. Quest log updated. How we remember. Our relic has provoked an ideological split among our citizens. Some believe the old Earth relic is instrumental as a source of solace for the grief people feel over their lost world. They want it left in reverent piece as a shrine. Others think it represents a valuable reciprocity of traditional wisdom that should be studied and displayed publicly if humanity is to embrace their new home. So I have to make a decision. Quest decision. Oh, let me actually click the quest decision. Okay. All relics, free maintenance, 1 culture per relic. Okay, so that is interesting. Let's go with 1 culture per relic. Just to work on increasing our culture, because right now we're only getting +3 per turn. And that, if we can get that, that'll help us to get more, whatever they're called. Yeah, let's go on with that. +1 culture from relics. Okay, so expedition.
Your explorer has discovered something wonderful.
Fine.
There are many more
Discover
sites like this
survivors
to investigate around the world, so you might want to consider building additional explorers to send to these locations.
The refugees gladly agreed to settle in your city, raising it by 1, so that's great. So I can do another expedition there. Oh, I think you can do an expedition for, I think each site you can do an expedition a couple times. No, it went away. It just because he was over top of it. Ooh, that's a nasty looking bug there. So before we build a colonist, we're going to build our combat rover, because we do need to get new quest, station charter. Several new ventures wish to establish their operation near our territory. They provide different services that may be useful. Farbase 1 provides 2 energy and 2 science to any city that establishes a trade route. And Jinsoku Labs provides 2 science and 2 production to each city that establishes a trade route. So, what to do? I think we're going to go with the Jinsoku. And that'll give us 2 science and 2 production. I mean, it's not going to do anything right now because
you have discovered a station. You can establish trade routes with stations to receive various supplies that your people may need.
Because, I mean, we don't have a trade route yet. But, so they're down there. We might actually, let's see, how much does it cost? 200. Yeah, we don't have enough to buy that. So, but yeah. So this is now approaching almost 45 minutes, and so that's what I'd like to leave it at. So yeah, we're gonna end here. And we're gonna look at these bugs because they are creepy. But that's where we're gonna end this episode. So join me next time to see how we continue to expand. But until then, stay safe and stay home.